In all the work that I've done with parents over the years, both as a neuropsychologist and for many years as a therapist, I felt that most of our work as parents is really on ourselves. In part, it's on healing our own fear about our kids so that we aren't creating unnecessary stress or pressure for our kids. And in part, it's thinking about what kind of message do we want to be able to give our kids. And I think that the most important message that I think that we can give our kid is that, especially as they get older, is that I have confidence in your ability to make decisions about your life. And I insist that you make important decisions about your own life so you have practice before you leave home. And this doesn't mean that they're on their own entirely or that they don't get our input. But I think that if we take this kind of attitude, what happens is that kids look at themselves honestly. They're much more likely to ask for our help. They're much more likely to use good judgment and make good decisions if they don't feel forced, and if we express confidence in their ability.
I have a dear friend who reports that on the drive to college, her mom said to her, and my friend, very academic, successful mom, was very involved in through that process, but this, my friend's mom said to her, I don't know how you're going to be successful in college without me. I don't know how you're going to do this work without me. Now, her mom was kind of a stressful person, and when I heard that, my first reaction is, oh, what an unbelievably, dispiriting message to give to her. Okay, sweetheart, good luck. But in many ways, I think it probably did reflect the anxiety that her mom had, that I love my daughter, I want her to do well, and I am so fearful that she's not going to be able to do it without me. And part of it, I think she thought it was her job to make her daughter successful, where if she'd had that as a model, that, gosh, you've done such a lovely job helping your daughter develop these academic skills, and look what a marvelous job she's doing. And even if it feels like a little bit of a leap of faith to say, gosh, it's going to be so fun to get reports back from you in college. I'm so sorry I'm not here to watch it, but because it's been such a joy to watch you grow and develop as a student in high school, and I know the things that you're so well prepared now, and it's going to be such a great opportunity to go to college, and I just can't wait to see what you do with that.
Yeah. Somebody said to me when my kids were in elementary school that the coolest thing about raising a teenager is being able to see when they come home from school, who are they deciding to be today? And I just love that perspective. I love that, and it shaped my interactions with my kids when they're teenagers, because I really, instead of thinking that I have to make sure that they have a certain resume so they can go to college, I really focused on helping them figure out who they want to be, and just respecting they choose one thing or another. And my son, I could see him kind of fooling around on something or not doing a very good job, and I'd say, you want a little feedback on that? And sometimes he'd say, okay. Other times, no, I don't really care about it. I said, well, this is really your education. You'll figure it out. And he's getting a doctorate in psychology next year. And my daughter, my daughter's wired the other way, where I'd be preaching this kind of gospel, and she'd say, well, you don't really believe that deep down. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll offer you $1,000 for a seat. And she never took me up on it. She never took me up on it. But she knew from the time she was very little that I wanted her to be the expert on her. That was one of my mantras with my kids, is you're the expert on you. Really, nobody knows when you're hungry. Nobody knows when you're really better than you do, what's important to you, what feels good to you, what makes you happy. And I think that supporting that and giving kids this, especially in their teenage years, that I have confidence in your ability to make good decisions. And I want you to have a lot of practice before you leave home.